Our former Minister of Law and Order and Correctional Services, Adriaan Vlok, has died early this morning at the Unitas Hospital in Centurion after a short illness. He was 85 years old. Funeral arrangements are currently being made and will be announced shortly. Vlok ordered the secret bombing of the headquarters of Cosatu and of Khotso House, the seat of the South African Council of Churches. He instructed secret agents to place underwear laced with a deadly nerve toxin in the luggage of Reverend Frank Chikane, who was very nearly killed by the poison and only survived through specialized medical treatment in the United States. The family of Vlok requests privacy as they come to terms with his passing. Our SABC News reporter Molemo Motra spoke to Alza Rattenbach, who was working with Adriaan Vlok.
Indeed, the spokesperson has confirmed the passing on of Adriaan Vlok, who served in the cabinet of former President F.W. de Klerk as well as P.W. both during his political terms of office. And he also has indicated that the family is saddened by his passing and has requested privacy as they come to terms with this situation. However, we also understand that he was involved with an organization called Feed a Child, which was caring for malnourished children around here in Centurion as well as other parts of the country. But just to hear more on that, I'm now joined by the founder and the CEO of the organization, Alza Rattenbach. Just tell us as to what his involvement was, when did he join, and what was his role?
Good day, Malemo. Adriaan joined the Feed a Child team around in about 2015, and for the past 7 years he served the nation with our company. On a weekly basis, he literally contributed his time and himself. He lived for the nation. So on a weekly basis, food would be distributed towards beneficiaries. In the first couple of years, he physically came to the office, and now for the past year or two, he was working from his home, where we helped him to fetch food from retailers on a weekly basis, deliver it at his house, and from his house, he would feed and serve the nation.
And what really inspired him, to do that?
Adriaan is probably the most humble person that I would ever know, and it was his mission to serve. It was his passion to serve and just to help other people in need. How
will you really remember him?
I will remember Adriaan, like I say, as humble, as a true leader and as a true server of this nation. He would always tell you how much he appreciates you, how much he loves you. Thank you for the work that you're doing, even though he was the one doing the work. I mean, at an age of 85 years old, how many people still serve the nation in the way that Adriaan did? So I will always remember him as this absolute true person. That is what he was.
And you say the last time you actually worked with him was last week, Monday. Did this came as a shock?
Although we expected his passing to come sometime, he became weaker and weaker the last couple of months. I think the finality of death is still a shock. Yes, this morning when I heard the news, it was a shock, and it's very sad just to know that he's not here anymore. But he is where he belongs, and he did his purpose on life. I think if there's one person that can sit and say, I did what I could, it was Adriaan Vlok.
Thank you so very much. That was Alza Rattenbach, the founder and the CEO of Feed a Child here in Centurion, where Adriaan Vlok also was involved until last week, Monday.